Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to have some tournament action here today. This is a continuation of the Pine Tar All Franchise Teams Tournament. We're in round one. It's still elimination. Today's game features Arizona facing St. Louis, with the winner to move on to face one of these two teams here, the Montreal/Washington or the Giant team. So let's get this baby started. On the mound for St. Louis today is Bob Gibson. Bob's got an SO77, so anytime we throw a number 77, it comes out. Now, if anybody has never saw this before, this isn't optional rules. This is a D6. And the odd numbers, when I use the odd numbers, I'll be reading the numbers red and white. If it's an even number, I'll be using blue and white. That just adds to the randomness. So here we go with Steve Finley leading off for Arizona. Okay, so we got even, so we're going 16, and that's versus a right-hander, 16, and we got a base. Finley gets a base hit, they'll open up the game. Okay, come on, cards separate. There we go. Okay, Orlando Hudson, the second baseman, coming up here. Okay, so we're using odds, so we're doing 32. 32 versus the righty. And when he draws the walk, threatening big time here already in the first inning with nobody out. And that brings up Luis Gonzalez, the left fielder. Okay, odds 42. That one should be an out. He struck him out. A tough time with these cars. Get them separated. Here we go. Paul Goldschmidt. Okay, another odd 74. 74. Okay, we got to ground out the third. So we're going to be using the white die. We do have a runner on first, so we're going to use that chart. And let's see where we go. Runner on first. We're going to be using, what did I say that was? 74 is a ground out the third. We're going to use the third base, and we're going to use the 4. Okay, it's going to be a fielder's choice. Runner advances to third. Okay, so we're going to have, he's going to third. He's going to be out. And he's the fielder's choice. So first and third with 2 outs. And that brings up Stephen Drew, the shortstop. Got the odds. We got 65, and 65 is, and that's a ground out to second, 4-3, and he gets out of the early jam. All right. Okay, on the mound for Arizona is Dan Haren. Leading off for St. Louis is Ozzie Smith. Evens 60. We got a 60. Dan Heron's a strikeout at 55 and 70. There's a rule I forgot about walks. I'm going to check with at the end of this one. Okay, so we're doing even 60. And he's a righty. That's a ground out to short, 6-3. Rogers Hornsby. We got another even, 24, and that should get him on base, and that's a base hit for Hornsby. Mr. Musial, Stan the Man. St. Louis got a pretty loaded lineup tonight. Okay, we're going even, so we're going 82. 82, and that's a fly out the center. And Albert Pujols, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Even again, 91. 91 is a fly out to left. That's retires the side. I forgot to mark this here. Forgot to mark this here. And Haren's MP's is 7. Mark that. And Gibson is MP is at 8. I mark them up there to remind myself of them. I gotta do a timeout. I gotta check on a walk rule. Yeah, the rule I was checking on that I forgot it last game, and I remembered it. Anytime an A plus an A or a B pitcher rolls a walk, he only gets the walk if first base is open. If it's not open, then it's ball 2. Then if he throws it again, it's ball 4, and then he does get the walk. But here we go to the top of the second with Gerardo Parra. And with a 5, so it's going to be the odd one. So it's 49. 49 struck him out. Gibson's second strikeout of the game. It's Chad Tracy, the third baseman. Even 29. What do we got under the 29? He draws the walk. Oh, no, he does. I just said that, and I do. He does not draw the walk because it's not, first base is not open. First, oh, it's a walk only if it's open. That's right. What the heck did I just read? Yes, it is the walk. Draws the walk because the first base was open. It's going to bring up Miller, the catcher. I'm battling terribly with this cards here. Okay, Miller, 1 on, 1 out. We're doing the odd, so we're doing 71. 71, there's a ground out the third. So we're going over, and he is on first base, and we're going to be using the 1. So we're going to the 3. We're looking at the 1. It is a double play. 5, 4, 3. And the cards turn a DP. Okay, Dan Haren back on the mound. Face Jim Edmonds, the Cardinal center fielder. Can you see these whole cards? Okay. And that's a blue too. It's 1, so we're going 89 on the red. 89, that's a fly out to center. Got the fly balls going. Willie McGee. He's playing right field today. Speedy runner. We're doing 41 on McGee. 41, he struck him out. And up comes Ted Simmons, the catcher. And we're doing evens. So we got 84. That's not very good. That's a fly out to center, and that's 3 up, 3 down. We're going to the top of the third here in a scoreless game. Okay. Dan Haren coming to the plate. We don't use the DH in this tournament. Okay, he's got 26. We're going to go down here to 26 on his card. What we got there is struck him out. Back to the top of the order. Steve Finley is singled to open up the game. 93, not this time, Steve. Fly out the left. Orlando Hudson. Drew a walk his first time, and then he got out at second on the fielder's choice. Okay, we're going 83. This is just going to be another out. This is a fly out to center. 1, 2, 3, top of the third for Arizona. Well, where'd the pitcher's card go? I'm out. Okay. Okay, bottom of the third, Kenny Boyer leading off to the Cardinals. And we got to even 43, 43, and that's a struck him out. Bob Gibson coming to the plate. 92, 92, 92. It's a fly out the left. Got under it a little too much there, Bob. And Ozzie Smith. 6 even, 26. That should be a good one for him. 26, Ozzie draws the walk. Okay, Ozzie is a fast runner. Where am I seeing this at? He is fast. So we're going to look at let me refresh the rule on stealing. Smith is going to try. He's limited to once per series because of his rating. And he's at 81. And you take this 81 and compare it to their catcher, and their catcher's got an AR of -6. So this becomes a 75. Now we're going to roll a die number. And if it's equal to or less than 75, he steals the base. And he is thrown out, caught stealing for the third out. Wow. That wasted Ozzie Smith because you're going to do it once per series, and they still can get another steal if they got a fast guy out there. So we're going to the top of the fourth and still scoreless. Luis Gonzalez for Arizona. Okay, we're going 62. And here we got a ground out to second, 4-3. Paul Goldschmidt. Okay, another odd, 56. He struck him out. I wonder if I forget that 55 and 77, how many times I'll forget to do that this game. All right, and here's Stephen Drew. 2 outs. Doing an odd 13. This time he bangs out a base hit to right. Gerardo Parra. It's an even one. This is a 60. This is not going to be a good result for them. And it's a ground out to second, 4-3, and they are done in the fourth. Moving right along. It's one and done game. Team's aces on the mound seem to be in control right now. But here comes Mr. Hornsby for St. Louis here in the bottom of the fourth. Okay, it's an odd. We got a 43 and a 43. Okay, it says ROE or a pace up time. I don't know what I did. We're in the bottom of I got to about the Arizona scored 2 in the fifth to take off 2-1. We're in the bottom of the fifth. We got one out, a runner on first, one out. Bob Gibson is coming to the plate. And Gibson is going to try to bat him over. I don't know why the SBC rating, what it does with that. I'm trying to find that. Something's wrong in the rules. I got to look at it again. Okay, let's see what we got going here. We're going to roll. We're going to do a 2 dice roll. Okay. And we got 0, 9, which is an odd number. And we're looking at the chart, and it succeeds on a 9 roll. Okay, and then succeeds on an odd roll. What do you mean it succeeds? Yes, it does. It's because it's lower than his SHC number, so it's 0, 9. So it's a sacrifice bunt. Sack bunt. 2 down. Brings up Ozzie Smith. With 2 down, runner on in scoring position. Got to even. I'm having a hard time seeing the dice now. 72. 72 for Ozzie is a fly out to right. That's 3 outs. Okay, here comes Gibson back on the mound, the top of the 6th. Patient Stephen Drew. Boy, come on, I can see. Even 32 for Drew as it draws the walk. Second time he's been in a row he's been on base. He singled was last time. Here's Para. Odd, 32. These are good numbers. He draws another walk. Gibson is struggling these last 2 innings. Chad Tracy. 21. Look out. It's a base hit. We got to see what's going on here. Okay, we know that they're all going at least this far. Okay, and it's an odd roll. Runner advancement table on the odd. 1-1. We don't have any fast guys. They're all just going 1. We don't have no fast guys on base, I don't think. But that's Drew and Para. Drew's medium, Para's medium. So the bases are now loaded for Damon Miller, who put it in the seats his first time up. Second time up. We got an odd 51. 51, he struck him out. Big strikeout right there. And here comes Dan Haren with an opportunity to help himself. Even 46. Okay, we got to ground out the first. All right, and we got a runner on there. Okay, so we're going to ground out the first and with using the 6. Ground out the first using the 6. And it's a fielder's choice and runner advances. Okay. So what did I say that was? 36? Wait, what am I doing here? 36. 36, that's a strikeout. I don't know what I was reading. Oh, I was reading 46. Oh, yeah, because of that, I am reading 46. It is a fielder's choice. So he's going to be on the fielder's choice. And he's going to be out at second. He's going to third. And he scored. I don't award RBIs and fielder's choices. That's always a scorekeeper type of thing. All right, and here's Steve Finley with 2 outs now, 1 run in. We got runners on first and third. Going even. 82. This should help him out. It's a fly out to center. We got 1 more run to make it 3-0. 3-1, excuse me. Bottom of the 6th. Haren back on the mound to face Hornsby. Rogers 1 for 2 so far this game. Okay, odd. We're going 26. That ought to be a good one, and that's another base hit for Hornsby. So we got to get back in the game. It's part of the order right here. Musial. 1 for 2. Singleton scored his last time up. Going even on a 58. 58 is a ground out to second. We're going to using the 8. We got a runner on first. We're using second. We're going to the 8. And it's a fielder's choice. He's out of there. Okay, 1 out, 1 on. Albert Pujols. Odds, we got 87 on Pujols this time. We got a fly out to center. And Edmonds. He tripled and drove in the only runs of the game so far for St. Louis. Odd, 93, not this time though. Fly out to center. And they're out of there. Jay Gibson, top of the 7th. Odd, 39 for Orlando Hudson. 39, he struck him out. At the end of the game, I'll take a quick pause and do a few little stat things and come back and talk to you about the game, what's coming up. Luis Gonzalez. All right, we got an odd 0-0. That's gone. Luis Gonzalez takes Gibson deep. Okay, so he's coming RBI. It's now 4-1. Paul Goldschmidt. Even 22. Look out. There's a base hit for Goldschmidt there. Just knocking the socks off of Gibson these last few innings. He must have lost something, or he's telegraphing his pitches. Okay, Stephen Drew. Evans, 43. 43 struck him out. Hara. 88. 88. That is a fly out to center. And Chad Tracy. Okay, it's even 28. That's what I'm seeing. 28, and it's a base hit for Tracy. Runner on first. We're looking at the 8. Okay. Runner on first. We're looking. What did I say it was? A base hit to where? Doesn't say it's a base hit. Okay. Oh, we're looking at running. That's what I'm looking at. Wrong chart. So, okay, that was Tracy with the single. Okay, it's an even die. And then we're looking at Goldschmidt, who's a medium runner. So he's going to go 2 bases. He's going to third. Okay, here they are, first and third again with 2 outs for Miller. We got the odd 13, not good. This is not good. This is another base hit. Okay. So we know he's scoring. It's an odd one. And that guy in front of him's not fast, I don't think. No, he's not. So he's only going 1 base. So now it's first and second. And Miller gets his third RBI of the game. It's now 5-1. And here comes Dan Haren. Feeling real comfortable now. Arizona looking for the upset. Even 50. And it's a ground out to second. That's 3 outs. Not before they get 2 more. It's the third straight inning they've scored in. Yeah. So the score now is 5-1. Okay, Dan Haren coming out. This is his MIP inning, but he might be able to go further. We'll check that rule. There's a modifier rule on the pitchers. Okay, here we go. Well, bottom of the 7th, McGee up the plate for St. Louis. Even 76. That's a fly out to right. Ed Simmons. Odd 11. Ted's good. What is he doing? He drives a base hit in the left. Ken Boyer. Even 26. That's a base hit. All right, we know he's going at least a second. And that's an even one, so he might be going 2. We're going to see what Simmons is. He's a medium. He is going 2. He's from first to third. Okay, and they have just called the timeout because Gibson is not going to be hitting. Okay, Lou Brock coming up to the plate. They got first and third. Nobody out. Want to keep it going. Odd 59. Okay, we got to ground out the first. We got a runner on first. We're going to be checking at 9. Runner on first. The 9. I think it's put out on third. Another runner's advance. The other runner advances. Okay, that is a fielder's choice. Brock hits into oh no, we had a runner on third. Okay, the result of the play was the runner did score. Simmons scored, and they played it 5-3 to first base, and Kenny Boyer went to second. Then that brings up Ozzie Smith to face Haren. Got 1 run in, 1 out, 1 on second. 153. And we got to ground out to second using the 3 die. And that's a 4-6-3 DP. No, we got a runner on second. It's not a double play. Oh, there's no runner on second. Okay. Okay. They're going 5-3, and he advances the third. That chart's a little bit hard to understand sometimes, but that's okay. I play a whole bunch of different games. I can't remember all the rules, so I have to try to do it on the fly. Here we go with Hornsby. They really want that run out there, and even 27. That should be something good. That's a base hit. So this run's going to score. Yeah. And base hit for Hornsby. RBI. There's another RBI down here. There must have been here with Brock. Yeah. Okay, so it's 5-3. And here we go with Jan Musial. Okay, we got 75. 75 for Stan the Man's a fly out to right. But they got 2. We are going to be going to the top of the 7th. Bullpen is active for both teams. But Isringhausen enters the game for St. Louis. Face Steve Finley, top of the 8th. Isringhausen is an MP1, but I do play it that I might give him a second inning if I wanted, because they're all MP1s, and it don't make sense that I have to keep changing pitchers every inning if I don't want to in relief. But okay, but I only let him go 2 at the most if he's a 1. Here's Steve Finley. Okay, we got a 10 on Finley. 10. Base hit. That's another hit for Finley. He's having a good day at leadoff. 1 for 3. 3 for 4, I mean. Okay, Orlando Hudson. I'm looking for his first hit of the game. He has walked once. 20-6. That may be it right there. No, he draws the walk. Isringhausen not faring well already. Just when they were getting closing the gap up a little bit. Here's Gonzalez, one deep as last time. '94, and that's a fly out the left. We are not going to be checking no base movement on the fly out the left and a runner on second. Paul Schmidt. Or Goldschmidt, I mean, Paul Schmidt. Goldschmidt. 65. 65. Okay, here we got a ground out to second with the runner on first, and it's a 5. Okay, there's a fielder's choice, and the runner advances to third. So he goes over to third. He is out. He's on the fielder's choice. Okay, so it's first and third with 2 outs for Stephen Drew. Oh, that's not. Oh, yeah, 57. That's good. The even 57, and that's a ground out the first. We'll make it 3 unassisted. Okay, well, now we got to check whether Haren can pitch or not anymore. Time out. Okay, it's the bottom of the 8th. Jose Valverde is in for Arizona in relief. He's a B because he's on the road, so he's an A plus. And Albert Pujols is leading off for St. Louis. Bottom of the 8th. Okay, even 72. And Valverde throws right. It says I thought he was a lefty, but I guess I'm wrong. 72 is the ground out the third, 5-3. Yeah, don't forget, take a little bit of time when I come back, do the pause, put on there, hit that like button. You put some remarks in the remarks. Do you have Pine Tar Baseball? Do you like it? Do you have this particular set that I'm using? And what do you think about the game? What do you think about this set, this viewing of how I'm playing this one and showing it to you? I don't know why the camera's got turned again a little bit. And there we go. All right, here we go with Jim Edmonds. A 1. We got a 25. Jim's going to get something out there, and he's got a base hit. And he's getting on. He's 2 for 4 in the game. Tripled one time, drove in a run. Here's McGee. Willis 0 for 3 so far this game. Okay, we're doing odd 99. Oh, this is going to be this is the wild pitch thing. His wild pitch rating is 0 to 99. So that's it. It is a wild pitch, and the runner goes on to second. All right, still pitching to McGee. 5-3. Uh-oh. 0-2 to McGee. 2, and that's a double. That's going to score him. That wild pitch costly. McGee with an RBI, so that makes it 5-4. Ted Simmons. Odd, we're going 62, 62, and that's a ground out to short. There's no runner on first. So we're using the 2 die, ground out to short, the 2, and it's 6-3, and the runner holds. Ken Boyer. 63. Okay, that's a ground out to short again, and this is with the 3. And the runner holds again, 6-3. Timeout. They're going to send in the pinch hitter for Isringhausen. Okay. Tying run out there at second base with 2 outs. And up comes Kurt Flood. And they're getting the 3, and it's a 13. And this is a base hit. We got to check that. Who's that runner anyway? It's McGee. It's a 13. McGee. Oh, and he's a fast. It's an odd runner, and he's going to score. Yes, sirree. We got a tie ball game. And here comes Ozzie Smith. That's a blown save for Valverde also. Even 21. They're still going at it, and this is another base hit. We got Flood out there. And this is an odd one. I don't think Flood's fast. Oh, he is fast. So he's going first to third. Oof. Okay. Here's Hornsby for the Roger for the Cardinals to take the lead. Odd 35, and he draws the walk. They were trying to pitch him closely. The bases are loaded. For Stan Musial. What better of a setting would you like than this right here? 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th in a tie game. Stan the man. Even 38. Stan the man draws the walk, and they walk in the go-ahead run. Arizona has changed pitchers. Juan Cruz in. To face Pujols. Oh, that was last inning. He's going to be out here. Okay, so Pujols. Cruz is a B on the way. Timeout on that walk by Musial. Okay, I played that wrong. That walk, because he's an A plus with the guy on first base, means it's ball 2. I'll change this after, but I'm going to have to roll again on Musial. Got to do this right, so they may not be ahead. Okay, Musial. Odds, no, 89. 89 is going to be a fly out to center. Let me make the corrections. In fact, I played it wrong on Hornsby's walk too. So, boy, oh boy, Bill, way to go. All right, I can't go back and change the whole inning. So, okay, Valverde got out of that, so he's still going to be in the game. Okay, coming in the pitch the 9th. How many did they score? They scored 2 that time. So it's a 5-5 game. Top of the 9th. In the pitch for St. Louis is Todd Worrell facing Parra in the 9th. Even 39. 39 on the even struck him out. Jed Tracy. Odd 45. Struck him out. Worrell dealing. Here comes Damian Miller. Even 63. Okay, that's round out the short 6-3. Timeout. They're gonna leave Valverde in at the bottom of the 9th here, and it is Albert Pujols coming to the plate. Valverde got the blown save. See if he can keep him in the game. 33. And he draws the walk. Timeout. Okay, St. Louis has sent Vince Coleman out to run for Pujols right here. They're going to go for it. His SBC is an 80, and he can they can do it. And -6 is a 74. So if this is at or below, okay, if this roll is at or below 74, he steals the base. And he steals the base. Okay, so now they got the go-ahead run on second with a fast runner. And that does not bring up Pujols. He is out of the game now. That brings up Jim Edmonds. Jim's got a couple hits this game. Valverde hanging in there, trying to hang in there. We got a 1 and it's a 39. That might not be good enough. No, that's a walk. He draws the walk. They're setting up the double play. First and second, nobody out. McGee, there's another thing that I haven't been playing and I forgot about it. That's a pitcher modification table where anything from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up to 50, you go in and check it because it can change the results. But I played it through the whole game without either team using it, so that's kind of evens itself out. Here's McGee. It's an odd one, 73, and that's a fly out the right. Do we want to try to get that fast runner over there? Let's take a look at this. I'm going to try to tag. Now, to be successful, it has to be under 45 or under on the dice roll. If not, he just doesn't tag. If 77, 88, or 99 come up, he's thrown out. 49, he's holding there. They hold him out there. And that brings up Ted Simmons with 1 out, first and second. Oh, we got a 67 this time. 67. All right, we got to ground out the third, run around first, and it's a 7. Okay, it's a fielder's choice, and the runner advances to third. So he moves over. He's out. Fielder's choice. First and third. For Ken Boyer, has been really quiet. He does have a hit this game. Scored a run, but he's been pretty quiet. Here we go. 5. 40. He struck him out. And that stops that rally in the 9th. We got to do some admin. Okay, Valverde is done. Here comes the pinch hitter, Justin Upton, in the top of the 10th here. And this is Worrell's first inning. Yep, so we're gonna give him no, this is Worrell's second inning. We're gonna give him an MP right here. Then all right, so here we go. Upton. 21 against the righty. And he gets a base hit to start him off here in the 10th. Steve Finley's had a nice game at the plate. 5. It's a 66. Let's round out the short with a 6. Round out the short with a 6. And he's a fielder's choice in the right. So he's out of there. He's on with the fielder's choice. 1 out, 1 on. Orlando Hudson. 258. Run out to second with the 8. And that's a fielder's choice. Two down, one on. Luis Gonzalez. 570. No, 5 is a 48. He struck him out. So they got nothing in the top of the 10th. Timeout. St. Louis, bottom of the 10th. Pinch hitter for the pitcher, Worrell, is going to be Matt Carpenter. 1. And we got a 40 on Carpenter, and he struck him out. But we're gonna change that. Okay, we might change it. Now we're gonna remember to do those. No, we're gonna if we do it. We'll start with the first of the inning. Strike him out. Okay, Carpenter's down there. Ozzie Smith. Ozzie can't steal anymore either. Okay, we got a 72. Fly out to right. And Hornsby. 2, that's even. 09. There's a double for Hornsby. Got the winning run out there and setting out there on second base for Stan Musial. He's a M pitcher. No, he's away, so he's a B pitcher. I don't know what. That's I got B there. And here we go with Musial. Oh, good one. 32 maybe. No, and he draws the walk. But first base is not occupied, so he does draw the walk. Okay, so here's McCarver will come in to play. They had to come in and play first because they pinch run for Pujols back inning or so ago. Here's McCarver. 282. That's not going to be very good. That's a fly out to center, and that'll be 3 outs. We are top of the 11th. Al Harabowski, the lefty, is in for St. Louis to face Luis Gonzalez. We'll be losing the left side of the card for 1. Here we go in the top of the 11th inning. And we got an even, 0-5 against the lefty. There's a double. Gonzalez. What is it? So what do I say, Goldsmith? It should be Goldsmith. Gonzalez made the last out, so this could change it. 0-5 on Goldsmith against the lefty. Goodbye. In the seat. That did change it. Oof. And if I was playing the modifier, let me see what I was playing the modifier. If it was a 5, I would look at the modifier, and he's at home. He's an M, so we would go to the home run card, look for M, and that would have turned it into a base hit. But I'm not playing unless I play the whole game like that. So that's a home run for Goldsmith. We're going to give it to him. We got to be fair to both teams. So Goldsmith gets an RBI. Here comes Para. Oh no, it's Drew. What am I talking about? Boy, I'm really getting lost here. Game's getting long. All this admin work here will wear me out. Here's Drew. And we got an even 67 against the lefty. There's a ground out to second, 4-3. Here's Para. And it's a 1-47 against the lefty, and it's a ground out to first, 3 unassisted. And then we got Chad Tracy. 56 against the lefty. That's a ground out to the pitcher, 1-3. But they got 1 on that big hit for. Okay, so we're going to the bottom of the 11th. Cruz in for his second inning, so this will be an MP for him also. Yep. And facing Jim Edmonds. Let's get the stuff up. Correct. Here. Again, I forgot to hit the go button, so Edmonds struck out and McGee grounded out 6-3. Ted Simmons is up, 2 outs, trailing by 1 in the bottom of the 11th to St. Louis. 3. That's odd. 85. It's not going to be any good. That's a fly out to center. That is going to be the ball game. I'll be back. Okay, Arizona had 6 runs on 13 hits. The St. Louis is 5 runs on 11 hits in the 11th inning. So Arizona advances to the next round to play the winner of this giant Montreal-Washington game. Put on there, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Thank you for stopping by. SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.